Yes.
Yeah, Busan is the first thing, and then like we visited 4 or 5 hotels in Busan.
Oh yeah.
And then we were in Gimpo, and we visited Seoul. So before we just like knew Seoul, like
Seoul was kind of our base.
we knew only Gangnam, Hongdae, Myeongdong, something like that. And now we've been to many other stuff,
We
like
also
places.
went to Itaewon,
We went to Itaewon.
Emily didn't like that
really
much,
happy.
but
No, I'm really happy we've been to Itaewon.
it was okay.
Yeah. I got to, like, this time we got to know like more of Korean culture, so it was really cool. We experienced different food like gopchang or something like that we never tried before.
It was a crazy
We
trip.
went to restaurants with really beautiful backgrounds, and then
We just had a lot of experience in this trip, so it's just like I'm not sure if I remember everything.
it was perfect.
It was very, very cool.
Every day.
What do you mean good? There's like every day, just being there. It's like fun because we feel comfortable. Even if we had like some free time, we went just for coffee or anything.
I wanted to say the same. I was just walking around, having our coffee and enjoying, because this time we stayed in different parts. So we stayed in Gucheon, Gucheon. Yeah, anyways, we stayed there, and then we stayed in Hongdae too, in Gangnam.
Oh, I loved Hongdae because it was so close. Hold on. I love it so much.
So we stayed because before we only stayed in Gangnam, so we didn't know like any other nightlife. I don't mean like clubs or something like that. I just mean going out at 2 a.m. to take a walk with coffee.
And also, like this time around, last time we made a lot of friends, and this time around we were just really, really excited to see them all again, and like, it was so good. I was so happy.
The restaurant Joseon-시대 was really good. Like where everything was designed like in Joseon area.
Yes,
this one was really cool. This one was really good.
I already told that because like
we went to the Hotel de Luna Hotel. You forgot that.
No, I didn't forget it. I think about that all the time. But like you guys know, I'm a really big drama fan, so I was so happy because at the time I just finished watching that drama, and then we went to that hotel, and I was like, I saw you in that scene. And oh my god, this is where I stood. And the pool, okay, the pool was really good.
Tokyo.
And you're reacting.
What was really cool was that, by the way, we met so many new people this time, because last time we were like kind of just in our group.
Yeah.
So it got sometimes, because we always did the same, like nobody told us some new stuff, because we know each other very well. So it wasn't like any fire there, any sparkles. But this time we met like different culture people, and we met other German friends and people who are studying in Yonsei and people who are working in Korea.
A lot of foreigners, so they could tell us like stuff.
Telling their stories.
Yeah.
This was like
really
pretty cool.
cool.
There's like Hongdae, there's busking. So of course we are also like we went. It was your first time going to busking.
I loved it so much.
So it was Neil's first time. That's why we went to busking. But actually we are some fans of a group. They called DOB.
We've been fans of like busking.
Yeah, first busking and like of them like for a long time. I'm following them for many years.
Yeah.
And like seeing them dancing in Hongdae was like really cool.
And then so they were dancing, and then they just turned around because we stood at the back of the circle, and then they waved at us, which was really cool for us because we were like, oh my god.
But actually,
we're such fans.
Like I don't know if they like recognize, because saying that is like super weird, but I don't know if they recognize.
But it was really funny because
it was like,
one was like looking at us, and I'm like to Emily, I don't know if he's looking at us or not, and then she was like literally no one in front of us was like waving, and Emily started waving.
I wasn't waving.
You were doing clapping. You were clapping. Right. So I was like, and he just looked in our direction, and Emily and I were like just clapping, and I was like, I don't know if he's looking. And exactly at that moment he started clapping, and I was like, okay, he looked at us.
He didn't even finish the sentence. He was like, I don't think he's.
Okay. So that was really cool, but it was so funny because at that moment we were the fans, But a bit later on, we just kept watching. No, we just kept watching their performance, and then suddenly a guy like walked by, was like just looking at us, walking, and then he went like, it was like turned around, was like Young, dropped his sword. It was like he was a fan of us and he recognized us, and then it was really funny because he just stood there for 5 minutes staring at us because he was too shy to come and say hi. But then in the end he came and took some pictures. So that was a really memorable moment for us because we experienced both the fan and the other side, and it was really cool.
It was really cool.
Do you want to make us very sad? No, actually we're doing pretty okay. I mean, we have uni, we have Alba, stop laughing. We have our friends here and family, so we're okay. We're doing our best, but...
Really? You wanna lie to our 구독자?
I'm not lying. You're doing okay.
Yeah, that's cool, it's okay.
But it's still...
First, okay.
We miss Korea. And also...
문제 number one. Problem number one, we're not in Korea. We miss Korea. And then also, like, because we're busy, but Germany is really boring. Like, even though
you have nothing to do here.
Even though you have students, we went like bowling and playing dart, and it was pretty good. But we are like literally searching for something to do because we don't have anything. Like, we have something to do, but when we have students, we don't have like any experience here to make.
I have a really easy conclusion.
아프다.
We just go back.
Because I was invited from, I told you, Seoul made a project, it's called IPSU. They made it because of the peace delegation, so they visited many cities, like 4 cities in Eurasia. So they visited Irkutsk, Vladivostok, Moscow, and the last city was Berlin. So that's why actually I was there. So they talked about many stuff in Berlin, for example, like how did peace, or what is the sign of peace there, for example, the Berliner Wall, like Berliner Mauer. I talked about Berliner Mauer. I talked about the wall of Berlin. They reminded me as a German person, like me as Emilie, as a German girl. It's like the same situation with North Korea, South Korea. It was kind of in Germany too. So we like just compared the situation between North, South Korea and what was in Germany like 20, 30 years ago. People come to Berlin because it's like a city of peace kind of in Germany, like also there's some story in Moscow and in Irkutsk and Vladivostok. So they're like each own city has its own story. And we talked about what if North and South Korea were united, and like Seoul is the sign of this peace. That's why I told you, I peace you. So we talked about what would happen and if many people would visit Seoul and so on. So it was kind of like talking about Korea and Seoul as a city of peace. So it was like a really interesting idea because I never like thought about it on myself. So if you're just interested like how the day went and what we talked about and how it was, just I'll put the video like at the end of this video so you can just casually watch it and see if everything I said is right. Thanks. Okay, thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.
안녕하세요. 여기는 성바실리 성당입니다. 붉은 광장을 대표하는 테트리스 보시면 알겠지만 이 성당이 나와요. 소비에트 시대 때는 종교가 모든 것이 금지되어 있었잖아요. 소비에트가 붕괴되고 나서 가장 먼저 세운 게 바실리 성당이에요. 제일 생각나는 게 우리나라 시내 한복판에 있는 명동성당인 것 같아요. 서울에 있는 명동성당은 기쁜 일이나 슬픈 일을 함께하는 그런 편안한 곳이잖아요. 그래서 명동성당이 저는 이 바실리 성당을 보면 좀 생각나요. 아, 또 춥고 그런데 빨리 명동성당 있는데 오뎅 국물 먹으러 가고 싶어요. 이곳은 모스크바 아르바티에 있는 빅토르 초이, 전설적인 고려인 가수의 벽화예요. 아르바트는 홍대 같은 곳인데 자유를 추구하는 그런 음악가들과 예술가들이 여기 한 곳에 모여서 끼를 뽐내는 장소인데 그 가운데 고려인 가수 빅토르 초이가 있어요. 제일 중요한 점은 이분이 평화를 추구했다는 거예요. 그래서 러시아 사람들한테는 그러니까 잊을 수 없는, 지금도 와가지고 빅토르 초이의 기일이 되면은 꽃이 여기 한가득 가득해요. 그래서 와가지고 우리가 너의 노래를 듣는 한 너는 살아있다, 너는 아직 살아있다. 그래서 여기 옛날에는 크게 쪼이십, 쪼이는 살아있다 이렇게 써져 있었어요. 그래서 우리나라 한류 또 러시아에 굉장히 인기가 많은데 빅토르 초이의 영향이 분명히 컸을 거라고 저는 생각을 해요.